1.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Nibiru channel. It is December 17th, 2016. And just as I was stating yesterday, we are in serious threat of massive earthquakes. Not more than a few hours ago, two magnitude 8.0 earthquakes hit right off the coast of Papua New Guinea in the South Pacific. And that is just north of the country of Australia. Tsunami warnings have already been issued for all of the surrounding areas. I want to get right into this with you because this is a very serious situation. These earthquakes have been rocking these island countries for a few weeks now. Now, they just had a magnitude 7.8. I believe it was on December 8th, 2016, and they are going to continue and they will increase in magnitude. Now, let's just take a look here on Google Earth. Let's zoom in here real quick to the Solomon Island area, and you can literally see that this whole entire ridge along this fault line is being riddled with earthquakes. Now, just a few minutes ago, I was taking a look at the earthquake maps, the live earthquake map for today already. And let's just go ahead and zoom over here to this area. This was just updated seconds ago. And we're going to zoom into the Papua New Guinea, Solomon Island area. I just want to show you what this is looking like right now. I mean, just literally, the two red dots will signify earthquakes within the last hour. 53 minutes ago, magnitude 4.7 and 5.1. But folks, that is nothing compared to the earthquakes that just occurred hours ago. And we'll have to take a look at them because there are so many swarmed together. Magnitude 6.3, magnitude 6.2, 5.2. And we have not even gotten to the larger ones. Once again, 50 minutes ago, magnitude 5.1, 4.5, 5.2. And I'm trying to find the larger earthquake in this swarm. Here we go. They're a little bit more north near this other island, New Ireland. And here they are, magnitude 8, 3 hours ago. Magnitude 7.9, the next one, New Ireland region. Magnitude 8.0, another 7.5, 5.7, 5.1, 5.0. Folks, this area of the South Pacific is literally getting rocked with earthquakes. Now, if any of you listen to Dutch Since on his earthquake show on YouTube, he's been forecasting these earthquakes for weeks now. Now, just 8 hours ago in Japan, a magnitude 4.9. Now, just as Dutch says in his forecasting, he tells you and details how these earthquakes and the energy will cross regions, and then areas like Japan will probably within the next 48 hours have a pretty significant earthquake in their region, and also south of the Papua New Guinea area. This is just updated. Let's go back over here. But just south of this region of Papua New Guinea, the New Solomon Islands, you can possibly see a pretty good size earthquake near the North Island of New Zealand within the next few days. So that would be something that I would definitely be looking forward to, is seeing if this type of forecast does come true. Now, not meaning looking forward to the earthquake, but to see if these types of forecasting and models actually work. Now, after researching so much on these earthquakes, it seems to be that this type of forecasting is pretty spot on. Now, just more than 5 hours ago, right off of the most southern tip of the Alaskan islands, there was a magnitude 5. These earthquakes are just literally rocking the earth. I've been talking about this for weeks and weeks now, but I want to take a quick look at what is going on in Southern California and, well, actually the whole state of California. Now, it doesn't look like much here on this map because they are not reporting a lot of these earthquakes in the California area. But if you zoom in, and that's exactly what we're going to do, there are swarms of earthquakes in the Mammoth Lake area. And these earthquakes, last couple of days, they may seem very minor, but believe me, it is just a matter of time. Now, I just got a report in from a friend of mine in Bulgaria who deals with earthquake activity all the time. They literally sent me a warning that the west coast of the United States is being set up for a magnitude 8 or 8.1. And if that's the case, they're in for a really rocky ride. Let's go back and take a look at the 3D Earth Tracker, and you can see this is the Papua New Guinea, New Solomon Island area. I mean, the earthquakes are stacked on top of each other to the point where you just literally have to zoom in all the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce our circles. And listen, I mean, you can just see they are just stacked on top of each other in this area. Now, one thing I do know is the threat of these tsunamis, and I haven't received a tsunami update yet. I'm going to go ahead and check into that. But this region literally sits on this ridge, and these little island countries down in the South Pacific, I mean, that's just basically what they are. They literally sit on these ridges of land under the ocean, and it will not take anything to literally swallow a few of these islands. A magnitude 8, 8.1, 7.8 in the right spot will create a massive tsunami that will literally just roll right in. And these earthquakes, as you can see, most of them, I would say probably 90% of them, are all on this ridge off of the coast of the Solomon Islands. And I mean, there are so many that you literally have to zoom straight into them. Now, they just had this magnitude 7.8, and again, that was back on December 8th. Let's just pan out here a little bit, and let's get into the region where they just had these earthquakes. I mean, it's getting to the point where, you know, if you go to sleep and you wake up a few hours later, you can guarantee that there was a major earthquake somewhere. So what I'm saying is if you live in any type of earthquake-prone area, I would definitely suggest, again, that you have yourself a preparedness plan. At least know what you are doing. These earthquakes are going to, once again, increase in frequency, and they are going to increase in magnitude. Mark my words, we have not heard the last of these earthquakes. Now, looking at this map right here, these are earthquakes in the last 24 hours. And again, different agencies around the world, some are reporting all of the earthquakes, some are not. So if you are watching earthquake activity, you have to gather the information from a lot of different sources, because I just showed you earthquake activity from the USGS in California, and they're barely reporting this information. The same applies for the west coast of Mexico and the west coast of South America. Literally, they're not reporting this information. And you can clearly see the west coast of South America, Mexico, and the United States are inundated with earthquakes. Please stay tuned. We will have additional information in a few hours.